Hi everybody, Josh right here back again with a new video. We got another MLB card discussion on 3 different players. Barry Bonds, Ripken Jr, and McGwire. So we got 3 guys in one video, and then I also have a Roger Clemens and a Wade Boggs video, which I'll probably upload after this. So yeah, these are also some more cards that I thought were pretty special. Unfortunately, I only have one Barry Bonds card, so we'll get into Barry Bonds first, and then we'll get into Cal Ripken, and then we'll get into McGwire. So here is Barry Bonds. This is the only Barry Bonds card I have. It is from 1989. It'll say it on the back. Come on, focus. It's on here. Yeah, it's 1989, if you can't tell. So, for those of you who do not know who Barry Bonds is, which I think a lot of you should know who Barry Bonds is. Barry Bonds, of course, for those of you who don't know who he is, he was all-time home run leader with 762 home runs, breaking Hank Aaron, who had 755. Let me tell you, even though Barry Bonds took steroids, yeah, Hank Aaron was not very pleased with that. And then in 2001, so you guys know how in '98 Mark McGwire broke the single-season home run record along with Sammy Sosa? Well, Barry Bonds broke the record not too long after in 2001, hitting 73. Unfortunately, those 73 home runs were not good enough for the Giants to make the playoffs. And then, of course, he started out his early years with the Pittsburgh Pirates. So you take a look at the back here with Barry Bonds. If it'll focus. Come on. There we go. Here are some of the stats from when he was in the minor leagues. I think this was his coming off of his 3rd year in the major leagues. Then he had a lot of RBIs. It's pretty weird. Let's see. Again, this was young Barry Bonds. This was from... He must have been like... I want to say like... He was born in 64, so... He would have been like 24 or 25 in this picture. Or on this card. So... I unfortunately do not have a Giants Barry Bonds card. This is the only Barry Bonds card I have. But everybody kind of likes to do those before and after shots. Like, you know those before and after pictures that your mom probably does when she's trying to lose weight, or your dad probably does this too. I don't know. I'm saying moms because moms, well, do this a lot more than I do. Anyway, so let's see here. So Barry Bonds, like, you see his early years on the Pittsburgh Pirates, when he was on the Pirates. Like, he was a skinny guy. Like, this was him. You could see he was a very skinny guy. He actually had a little bit of a mustache. He had hair. It kind of reminds me of early Kobe Bryant without the mustache. I don't think Kobe Bryant ever had facial hair. But anyway, so you take a look at skinny Barry Bonds here. This is skinny Barry Bonds. It says here on the back, if it says his height, it says he's 6'1", 185 pounds. So yeah, this is like a skinny guy. He's still a pretty solid hitter and everything. But then when he moved over to the Giants and he started to take steroids, he looked like a monster truck. Like, seriously, if Barry Bonds ever did acting instead of baseball, he would definitely make a very good Hulk. So that's Barry Bonds. And at first, yeah, he's a very skinny Barry Bonds with that Pittsburgh Pirates on. So, yep, that is Barry Bonds. Not a whole lot to say except for, well, sorry to tell you this, 1989 Barry Bonds, but you did steroids. So now we'll move on to Cal Ripken Jr. So, let's see here, Cal Ripken Jr. So, these are I only have 3 Cal Ripken cards. Wow, I just stuttered. Really big there. Cal Ripken Jr., one of the best players of all time. He did not do steroids, unlike Barry and Big Mac did, but here are 3 Cal Ripken Jr. cards that I have. These 2, this one is from, oh, dropped the card again. This is from 1994, I think. I think this is from 1994. The people that made this was Tombstone Pizza. Yummy. Tombstone Pizza. Well, I wonder after you eat Tombstone Pizza, they give you a tombstone. You end up in a tombstone. But yeah, anyway, back to Cal Ripken Jr. That was a very dark joke. So, Cal Ripken Jr., of course, he played from 1981 to 2001, all at the Orioles. And he played in 162 games almost every single year. This does not show his stats from the early 80s, but you can see this was when he played in 9,962 games. He had 297 career homers at the time. And he had 2,000 hits. So that's kind of cool. This is 94 Cal Ripken Jr. Here's the Cal Ripken Jr., an earlier Cal Ripken. This is from 1991. This is a scorecard. And look at him trying to make a play. Oh, look, there's Jose Canseco right there. So take a look at the stat. Does it say anything on the back on this one? It does not. Okay. So this one, if you guys want to read the stat, you guys can go ahead and pause it if you like to. But yeah, look at that. He played in almost 162 games every single year from 1982 to 1990. Never got hurt. Love it. It says here, even though it was a down year for Cal in 1983, the 83 MVP at the plate in 1990, so yeah, I guess that wasn't a very good year for him. He hit 250. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. He still sparkled in the field, emphasizing once for all that he is one of the better fielding shortstops in baseball. Genius at positioning himself in the field, Cal set major league records at shortstop for consecutive errorless games and chances. He also lifted his remarkable string of consecutive games played to second place behind Lou Gehrig on the all-time list. To show how highly thought of Cal is, he was elected to start in the 1990 All-Star Game for a record 7th straight season. So that's pretty cool. So this is 1991 Cal Ripken, and that is 1984. This one is actually pretty cool. I think they did this for, like, all the people that went to the All-Star Games, where they made, like, all the players look like they have really big heads. Like, artwork, kind of. I really like this card. So this is also from, this is 1982, but it shows who is in the lineup. I think I showed this before when I showed Wade Boggs. I showed this in the Wade Boggs video. So Scott Erickson was the pitcher, Terry Steinbeck behind home plate, Cecil Fielder at first, Julio Franco at second, Wade Boggs at third, Cal Ripken Jr. at short, Joe Carter in left, Ken Griffey Jr. in center, Ruben Tierra in right, and Tom Hink is the reliever. So yeah, that is Cal Ripken Jr. Not a lot to say. So let me guys ask you a question. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on Cal Ripken Jr. Do you think he was a better shortstop or a third baseman? Because I think at one time the Orioles moved him to third base for a little bit, but I'm not sure. All right, last player of the video, we got Mark McGwire. These are all I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Mark McGwire cards. And then I also have one on the plaque over there. There's one over there. So we could show that one in a minute if you guys want me to. Because that's the only Cardinal Mark McGwire card I have. These are all from when he was in Oakland. Whoops. This isn't Mark McGwire. This is Ricky Gutierrez. Well, I guess we could do a video on him too. Oh well. Get him out of here. So here's Mark McGwire. So this is his Diamond King card. This is from 1987. I think this was his rookie year. Mark McGwire produced one of the most prolific rookie seasons in Major League history. He hit 31 homers before the All-Star break to stake an early claim for Rookie of the Year honors. He shattered the rookie record for home runs set by Frank Robinson, who hit 38. He had Wally Berger, I think. That's how you say his name. Mark led the A's with 49 home runs, 118 RBIs, 71 walks, 97 runs, tied for the batting average with 289. He is a young, powerful, exciting Diamond King. Well, he did have the rookie home run record, and then Aaron Judge broke the record in 1997, and then I think not 1997, 2017, 2017, Aaron Judge broke the record, and then just last year, I think Pete Alonso broke it. Let's see, I think Judge hit 51, and then Pete Alonso hit like 53 or 54. I can't remember off the top of my head. So I guess before we show these two, we could show these three Mark McGwire cards. These were before he had that famous facial hair he had in St. Louis. And then so here is, come on, focus. Focus. I dare you. Come on. There we go. Again, you guys can pause if you want to. Very good rookie year. Very good 88 season as well. Of course, the A's ended up winning the pennant in 1988. Ended up playing the Dodgers in the World Series, and then they ended up losing. So then 1989, they went back and beat the Giants instead. And then there's my three 1989 Topps Mark McGwire cards. And then here's some from later on in his career with Oakland. These two, I think they're both from the same year. This one is from 1991. Same stats. Although his power-hitting Bash brother on the Athletics got most of the headline in 1990, Jose Canseco, Mark quietly made quite an impression with his big bat. Or made quite the impression on his big bat, excuse me. Towering homers. He tied with Jose Canseco at 22 home runs and ranked 4th in the American League with 56 RBIs at midseason. 2 different games, Mark slugged 2 home runs and drove in 5 runs. And another one, his second home run of the game with 1 man on in the 9th, beat the Cleveland Indians 7-6. Mark led the AL in home runs, or tied in homers with 7 in April, and tied for second in the league with 8 in June. For the 3rd year in a row, he was elected by the fans as a starter in the All-Star game, and for the 4th straight season, bashed over 30 home runs. Mark was Rookie of the Year in 1987 when he led the American League with 49 home runs. Cool. And then here's another one. This one is from 1992, and it says Mark has appeared with other members of the Athletics and the Oakland Ballots. His ballet production of the Nutcracker. Interesting. So then, I guess we could show the Cardinals plaque here, and then there's the Mark McGwire card right there. I don't know what year that card is from. I'm guessing it's from either 89 or somewhere between 1998 and 2001. Because 2001 was the year Mark McGwire retired, and 1998, of course, was his first full season as a Cardinal. Hello, Lou. Hello, Stan. Hello, Bobby. Hello, Ozzy. And finally, hello, Jack, if you can see him, has the paper. But that's gonna do for today's video on MLB card discussions with Barry Bonds, Ripken Jr., and Mark McGwire. Also, one more thing. I forgot to mention this in my MLB card Nolan Ryan discussion. Well, fun fact with Nolan Ryan was, so there was, here, let me get a Nolan Ryan card out. Nolan Ryan, so the fun fact about Nolan Ryan, so there was actually a guy that ended up going to the high school I go to. His name is Kevin Kosfalowski or something. I know his first name's Kevin, but I don't know his last name very well. But he played in the major leagues. He ended up playing for the Royals. He played for the Brewers for a little bit. And he didn't play very long in the major leagues, but he did hit his first major league homer was actually off of Nolan Ryan, and I think Nolan Ryan's last year in the major leagues, so that's kind of cool. Forgot to mention that in the Nolan Ryan video, but this video is getting pretty long, so I'm going to end it right here.